It's not always born of hatred. A raid on a foe can sometimes serve a deeper purpose, one of survival. See, I'd gotten myself into a bit of a pickle. I'd taken something very valuable from a certain well-armed group, and while I harbored no real ill will towards them, this sentiment did not extend both ways. So I had to deal with it. It was a matter of necessity. Now this tale began swiftly, with me wielding just a rock and a torch and hearing quite the commotion in the distance.
Hey. Oh my god. Dude, this is a big old chonker bonker. They've been wailing on this base.
Circling around the raid, I wanted to sneak in to try and grab some loot.
I'm gonna scurry in here.
Stay low and move slowly.
Somehow managing to slip undetected into this raid, now I needed to be sneaky.
I'm not here. What if I just hang out for like a while now? Do I just go full quiet? They don't know about me.
5 minutes later.
And my axe.
Who are these people?
I hadn't been successful, but a beginning like this, I knew today was gonna get crazy.
If I had guns, I would be so rich right now.
I next respawned to head inland and set up a home.
My adrenaline's going a little bit, not gonna lie. Alright, let's do a little bonking. Let me get super. Oh, that is huge. A paddle. Alright.
Brandishing my newfound paddle, I scurried across the map, bonking barrels and scooping up loot.
An auspicious start. I don't know, you just kind of gotta know your... Why? How had that taken 2 damage? That barrel had taken 2 damage. How do you even do 2 damage? Just... Oh.
A night approaches.
You just need to be realistic about what you can do as a solo player. See? I did not try to be like, okay, well, I got a paddle, let's go make a play. I said, I'm gonna hide in this bush.
Eventually making it to the bandit camp, I recycled what I'd collected.
I kinda wanna go this way.
After some exploration, I soon found a prominent outcrop in an ideal base location.
What if I built right here? Guys, this is kind of a nice view. Definitely. We got a stoner.
I gathered wood and stone to build and soon began construction.
Oh. No, no! The easiest. Oh, okay. That's supposed to Love it. Ooh. Right here. Dude, that is a view right there. See, how can I make this ladder? Dude! Yes.
I was living on a majestic hill overlooking a valley, but the area seemed quite lively based on not too distant gunshots.
Okay. Bad piggy. Bad piggy. Bad doggy. Oh, baby, I still got it. Oh, dude, I'm gonna have crazy second floor views.
Now sealed behind a wooden door, my starter tool cupboard had at least a modicum of
This
security.
is gonna be... Oh, look, this is gonna look so majestic.
I next headed downhill to go gather resources when I heard someone walking about inside a small walled compound.
Hello? Hello?
Yes.
Any loot?
Hello.
Any loot?
Nah.
Are you sure? Did you get raided?
Yes.
Sorry to hear it.
I conversed with the player inside as I tried to glean information about what was going on here.
All I can give you is if I take down the doors, I can give you doors. But
Do you have anything you could spare?
you help me out, I help you out.
That sounds good to me.
Speaking to this other player, it appeared that they needed some kind of assistance and were open to making a deal. I was gonna trust them. I didn't have much to lose.
Come here.
Hello.
Let me see you. Okay.
Hello. Alright, if this guy kills me, I just deal with it.
Here. Come beside.
Welcome.
Good to meet you.
It's not my base actually, I just got it because the guy was logging off the server and he got raided. I want to transfer some of the loot to my main base and I would really need your help with that. If you help me, you can keep this base.
So he said that he lived near to the scientist outpost and wanted to transfer loot, and he needed muscle for the trip. So if I helped him, I could keep some of the loot.
Okay.
No, there is not. It's coming. There's actually like a lot of loot, but most of it I want to keep to myself because I'm a little bit greedy. But you can keep the rest. Grab all the big value loot.
I'm not. Oh my god. Oh
It was here.
my god, dude.
His base was absolutely loaded. It appeared my speechcraft had netted me far more than any potential violence could have gotten.
Guys,
If you
this is like-
half of the loot was left inside.
I filled my pockets as we prepared for our journey to the outpost.
It's just too
Yeah, that's exactly like it's too freaking much.
It's too
Like,
much. It's too much.
don't want it to go to waste, you know. Like,
Definitely.
yeah, thanks a bunch, my guy.
No problem.
I don't mind this stuff. Like, raiding is fun, but I usually like to do the PvE stuff, not the PvP.
Now safely at the outpost, I said goodbye. We would reunite for another trip soon enough.
What should I call you? What's your name?
Thank you. You can just call me Smokey. Like, Smokey is good.
Now next, I did a bit of recycling, then went to go bank all this loot at home.
Bruh. Right, I'll tell you what, you fat little...
That would have been a bag fumble. Oh, I should have looted him. I don't know.
As I arrived back at home, I made an unexpected discovery.
I got raided.
In my absence, my wooden door and tool cupboard had been raided, and someone had placed their own wooden door. However, in a stroke of good luck, I realized that I'd grabbed a flamethrower at the base a few minutes earlier. I next stashed some items and got to work reclaiming the start of my clifftop base.
Burn, baby, burn!
The fact that I got raided probably means I'll get raided for real.
Now, with no wood for a tool cupboard, I was in the strange position of farming with a rock while armed with an AK. With night falling, I secured the triangle and placed my tool cupboard. Grabbing my stashed loot, it was now time to begin the base itself.
Alright. Oh, dude, this view. Alright!
Now, well into the morning, I had a secured 2x2 with a triangle, a solid position. With its prominent placement, I decided to call this base the Beacon. And my friend Smokey, aka Georgine, had messaged me in chat saying that he'd bagged me in the compound he was taking loot from. So I put my gear away and spawned down there.
Hello. Hello, man.
Hello. In the corner, the lower.
Wow, okay. Lots of guns.
Arming up with the plentiful loot remaining in this base, this time I was gonna escort him all the way back to his home.
Just so much loot, man.
Oh my god. In the base. He's dead. Keep moving. Keep moving.
Be careful, there are floor traps nearby. Floor spikes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see. I can see that. Okay, I come in. Are there turrets? Should I be worried?
Nope.
Okay.
God damn, boy!
Keep going to the boxes if you have any space.
He had an interesting base by the coast and had more loot than he knew what to do with.
I have to organize boxes, like,
I
I wasn't
understand.
expecting this much loot.
Can I take one of these rocket launchers?
Yeah, sure, why not? Like, I don't mind.
We formed a team, but he said that he was more of a pacifist, so likely he wouldn't come out to fight. He said I could take what I wanted from these drop boxes, and I loaded up.
Cool day. Oh, the spikes got me, man.
I have space in my base enough to fucking store all this shit.
You wanna let me out? And if you run in any trouble, just give me a call, and I'll come help you out. All right,
Okay,
man.
thanks, buddy. Thank you.
No problem.
See ya.
After saying our goodbyes, I was running home when I heard distant booms.
Major bag alert.
Making a split-second decision, I decided to kill myself at the outpost where my loot could not be taken and respawn at base so that I could quickly counter this raid I was hearing.
And then I'll come back for my body.
Now I would have to return for the loot on my dead body within about 30 minutes or it would despawn, so I was on the clock.
Welcome back.
This raid was not far from home, and it was quite the chaotic situation. I ran back naked to see if I could capitalize on it.
Player 3 has entered the game.
Another close encounter. I re-geared with a Tommy at base and went in again.
I'm gonna play this one in the chest.
I was getting so close every time. I ran back one more time as a naked.
Frag out!
I threaded a needle to get inside, and there was still tons of loot scattered about. I grabbed all I could. Now getting greedy, I tossed what I'd collected by a rock a fair distance away and went to go double down. Laden with components, resources, and a ton of scrap, I darted away from this small compound.
I'm walking with this, screw it. I didn't get guns, but I got a ton of resources.
I made it out of that raid with a significant amount of loot. Now with another pile of resources on a despawn timer, I respawned at the beach to go grab my loot at the outpost.
That is a fat bag.
Heading home with this massive haul, I made some philosophical comments.
Babies aren't even, they're just like creatures. I don't think babies are that cute even. The cutest dog I've ever seen is way cuter than the cutest baby I've ever seen. People just like the way their own babies look. It's like how you like the way your farts smell. I think I go really wide. No! My man's got the bolt. Oh, 25 seconds.
Players were coming out of the woodwork here, and I was loaded. I needed to escape into the coming darkness.
Go, 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 go!
Without further incident, I arrived back home, banked, and then grabbed the items I dropped near the raid a few minutes prior. After all that excitement, now I took a few moments to gather myself. I went AFK and played my latest EP for the stream.
Look, I'm going crazy. Feel like my house is a padded room, like nothing's gonna happen soon. Wake up in the afternoon, yeah.
A few minutes later.
We're up good.
Now, after my little break, I saw that the compound downhill that I'd claimed loot from with my friend looked like it had been discovered by another player.
That is very naughty. Well, how do you get out? Yeah, this is a very Chad build-up. Like, this is as little wood as you could humanly possibly use. Oh, I can yoink the garage. Beautiful. Oh. Ah, they killed themselves right here. Spawned outside, came back. Alright, fair enough. Alright. I got one garage, that's all I need. I'm just gonna learn it. I need to put another ladder here. Wait, oh, actually, that's sick. Actually, pretty pog. Then I just go right in. Oh! Garage is to this one.
I put all the scrap I'd collected into learning useful blueprints.
500? Bruh. Good thing I'm rich as shit!
With garage doors all through my base, the beacon was now much more fortified.
How'd you get so wealthy? Sound
Welcome.
financial investments. Actually, no, I just met a nice guy, and then I did some escorting for him. I made my wealth off of escort services.
I was about to keep building when I noticed an airdrop not too far off.
Oh, here, let's go. Airdrop! Last bullet! Where does Blake go? Oh no!
A C4 from this airdrop was a fortuitous find. I quickly escaped back home to do some upgrading.
I think these little tooltips are new.
Now, over the next little while, I farmed up resources, added a honeycomb layer to the base, including a back escape hatch, and also put a front foyer area with shop fronts so that I could see out.
This is like the front area. Excellent.
I began a second floor too so that I could have roof access and look out from my hilltop. The beacon was now well appointed on the hillside and nearly complete.
Is that a man? No, it's a cactus. False alarm, everybody.
Now, I next heard people fighting the Bradley tank at the launch site, so I went to go see if I could counter it.
Here you go. No! Dude, I pressed every button you can possibly press in this game.
After that rather explosive death, I picked a more humble target, a locked exposed tool cupboard near my home that I could Ioka raid.
Dude, what was that tomfoolery? My man said I'm not gonna miss, and he didn't miss. It's 23 rounds, right? Oh my god. Dude, that's a really rough TC.
With that absolutely insane jackpot raid completed, I went back home and admired my base. I then waited for nighttime and had a final touch for my home.
Light the beacon!
In the darkness, the beacon could be seen for quite some distance.
The beacon!
Now, I next wanted to take a break, so I logged out for a bit. It was some hours later when I got back on and the beacon still stood, but a great challenge would soon face my hilltop fortress. I began my session by getting all the furnaces back to smelting sulfur and metal.
You might do a little Chinook action, if you know what I'm saying.
I then noticed a Chinook crate at the water treatment plant nearby and went to go try to claim its top-tier loot.
I had a really intense boss when I was an accountant, and I once took like a really long poop break. She was like, "Where were you?" And I was like, dude, that was my break, man. That drop gives you 20 damage. Did they just get it?
Hello there.
don't know why I tried to take that fight. GG!
After my death, I re-geared at the beacon with a Tommy and ran back to see if I could scavenge any leftovers.
Rat. Actual rat. We leave. We just leave. What an absolute actual little goblin rat. Wait, this is my Blicky!
I returned home and then set my sights on a close target. See, while I had been offline, a small base had sprung up very close to mine. I wanted to raid this base. It could net me some solid loot.
That's gonna be a mini heli port.
I began scouting the base and tried to decipher the layout.
This is like a really small base, I think.
This raid didn't appear too difficult, so I crafted the sulfurite smelted into gunpowder and then made explosive ammo. I bided my time over the night and planned to hit the base at first light.
Oh.
Easy does it, lad. Let them pass.
I bet if I full send it, I'm gonna be just fine. Go fast.
There was a ton of resources in the tool cupboard here. After a quick raid, I'd secured the base.
All right. Why do you build this base?
There were more than enough resources to expand in here. It appeared that these players were likely just trying to keep a low profile by not building too big of a base. Now the boxes were locked, so I smashed them up.
Okay. Ooh, that's juice. Very worth. Huge raid.
Ooh. Ooh. Hello there.
People were holding the outside of the raid. I needed to be cautious.
Where's his gun? I bank this, come back. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, dude. Please.
Clearing all the bodies, I banked, and now I was armed with an AK, a big upgrade. Working quickly, I next transferred loot out of the raid back into my home. A few minutes later, I heard some people fighting the attack helicopter just across the valley from me. Anticipating a battle, I approached.
There we go.
I died, but I sensed that there might be loot left behind. I raced back with a Tommy.
Jesus Christ.
Is that a normal beam nowadays?
I headed back in naked. This situation was breaking down.
Well... Oh my god, dude, I couldn't get the AK.
So close. I ran over as a naked again.
Nighttime's big, honestly, for me. I think that this group here got half wiped. There could have been more. I really want this Balti, and we got rockets. I might just take this dub. A Balti is so big.
I'd made it out, and and with a lot of gear. I banked everything at base and respawned at a nearby sleeping bag to scurry in naked to hunt for more.
Hello, bro. It's me, bro. Hello. Hey, bro. Stop, bro. Why you do that? Stop. Stop. Why you laugh, bro? Hello. I'm friendly.
Hello.
I'm trying to get a start on this orb. My head was turned into toothpaste.
After a rather unceremonious death, I did some housekeeping at base. I researched a blueprint, geared out with armor, and then went to go farm nodes with my jackhammer. But I was about to get a lot more than I bargained for. With a scope now on my rifle, I noticed a turret on top of the base that I had countered a raid at previously, and it appeared unguarded, so I approached to potentially claim an easy gun.
What?
8C4! They had been about to raid. Instantly, I got a rush of adrenaline. I had to get home.
That base got raided yesterday. Why are they raiding that?
Now, these had been the same players who had countered my raid outside the beacon earlier. They might know where I lived.
That's egregious.
Back home, I went full quiet, but soon enough, I heard footsteps approach.
I'm getting raided, guys. Alright, well, they know, I guess. Where do they live? I should have been more careful when I was running, but I was just kind of just zooming.
Hello, man. Hello.
There was nothing to be done about it. They knew where I lived.
I know that you are here.
Are they raiding top?
I next did a number of upgrades and set up my base so that I could better defend a raid. The beacon was now definitely on their hit list. After a few minutes, I hopped out. I didn't want to be stuck inside if they began raiding.
There's the ladders. Sassy.
Yep, it was them. The players I'd taken all the C4 from. Now, I knew they lived close, but I didn't know exactly where. So I began scanning the area for other bases. Wandering close by, I then broke the turret at the base where I'd killed them for a quick gun. I also noticed something rather bizarre.
What?
I had building privilege here. The base owners had never cleared the tool cupboard after I'd scurried in during my counter raid hours prior.
They never cleared TC.
After scouting around the base a bit, there wasn't anything I could really do with this privilege, but it was a funny little development. Moments later, I heard shots at the nearby gas station.
Wait, not. Naked, coming back? Was that his character model?
The space up the hill here was active, and in the right direction.
I wish I could have known.
I may have discovered Asley and Marlena's home.
I want to get in there ASAP.
I circled around and then pushed back in after seeing them return towards the gas station.
I also need visual on him. I think this is him.
I was piecing together what I knew. I suspected that it was the active base I'd seen, but I needed to know for sure. I crept up to hopefully find out the intel I needed.
Опа, у нас перестрелочка у вас тут. Мочитесь, пацаны.
The same kid I'd seen go into the base uphill. This confirmed it. I had found my enemy's base location. Now, I use that term enemy loosely. I wasn't particularly mad at them or seeking to get even. It was just that I knew if I didn't raid them, that they were 100% gonna raid me. In a way, they forced my hand into action.
They are mad, bro. Okay. They're gonna raid me, no question. I guess we get the furnaces smelting.
I smelted and cooked sulfur overnight in base, then made a realization.
Barrel on top. Did they shoot out my barrel? Is that why they were shooting? That's seriously messed up.
Well, maybe now it was a bit personal.
So we know which base. And they know
Welcome.
I have 8C4. They don't know I know where they live, though.
So knowing that I had to act, I ran over to their base and lurked around, trying to get a feel of if there were any vulnerabilities.
Dude, did they just chonk it a bunch? Dude, they just chonked the whole base. That you did.
After a bit, I scouted away from them and noticed a seemingly raided base. Now, realizing that I could claim this, and with its close proximity to their home, I decided to turn this into a forward operations station for the raid.
Dude, he's really building.
They were upgrading their base even further.
God damn it, man. I think they're logging off.
After spending some time at the beacon, I headed back to determine how I would do this raid.
I think they have a lot of stuff. Where is even the door, though?
It was all quiet inside. It appeared that they had logged out. Creeping around on their roof, I tried to piece together the best way to raid. Now, I recreated the base on my private server to show you what I was thinking. See, I had 8 C4, a few rockets, and could make a bit of explosive ammo. The real raiding power I would have would be through pinpointing the ideal spot and blowing the C4. And they wouldn't do any splash damage, so I had to pick correctly.
Good luck. We're all counting on you.
I think it's a 1x2. He honeycombed the back, and then he just went all the way down it. I think it's the 2x1 with the triangles. Yeah, I think it's just he just built it all the way forward.
Now, planning to hit it from the back, where I had a hunch that the core would be, I returned to the beacon to grab everything for the raid. This would take a couple trips. Now at the raid base, I secured it for my assault and put away much of the explosives that I would be using. I then returned home for my final prep. See, this was the layout of my area. The beacon stood here with my enemy's stronghold on the hill across the valley. The gas station was right in between our homes, and my forward operating base was just out of frame to the left. Back at the beacon, I crafted up as much explosive ammo as I could, plus numerous semi-rifles to shoot it. With all this done, I went to the raid base and was ready to begin.
Alright. Yeah, maybe I just stay under the radar and then slang him out right at the end.
Now, I was solo, so I was gonna do this raid in chunks, from quietest raiding method to loudest. I would first soften the outer honeycomb with all the explosive ammo, then grab the rockets and C4, and rocket through the remaining honeycomb, and then finally C4 through a presumably high-quality wall. It was go time.
I'm gonna hit it right there. That times 100. The SAR's loaded in base. That's a really good sign.
Out of explosive ammo, now it was time to grab the big stuff from my raid base. I grabbed the C4 and rockets. It was all on the line here.
Honestly, the fact that I just straight up one-doinked him is a really good sign. Okay.
8 C4 was gonna bring the whole damn server.
3, 2, 1, go!
I'd been right. The core. Now to secure it. Letting out a guttural war cry, the base was mine. And it was loaded in here.
Okay. You guessed it right, my friends. You guessed it right.
And there they were, Asley and Marlena. I locked down the base, but I was not alone.
Well, hopefully now we're safe.
Oh, shit!
I put the tier 3 workbench in front of their access door and reconfigured the loot room.
Gamer. Okay.
Now, using what I had, I learned AK and C4, 2 of the most expensive blueprints. With the morning sun, it was now time to clear the area to begin my loot transfer. Yep, it was still hot outside. I spawned at the raid base to clear the exterior. I built more off the end of the base as the vultures circled.
You're a naughty boy.
With tons of loot on me, I dashed home during this window of opportunity.
We did it. We did it.
Nah, we gotta make sure they can't come back.
I made my first successful loot transfer and blocked off my enemy's door access. I next did a few more loot runs without any further incident and was finally done. Now back at the beacon, I reflected on my day. I had done what needed to be done to protect my prominent home on the cliff. My base was safe, for now, and I could finally rest, knowing that the beacon would survive another day. I hope you enjoyed today's tale. I made a vlog about my trip to TwitchCon. The link is in the description below. Go watch it. And right now, I'm live streaming on my Twitch, so come say hello and hang out. Also, go follow my Instagram, plus my thumbnail artist as well. This has been your friend Wellen, at the end of an adventure of necessity and survival. I'll see you next time.
I said I'll be feeling great. Tomorrow's another day. Let's go. I said I'll be feeling great. Tomorrow's another day. I've been waiting in the nighttime, wake up in the right mind. Wishing that someone would throw a lifeline.